in politics is to be able to mentor others to be as good, if not better, than yourself. And I hope those of us who have the privilege to serve as leaders, either in business or in public service or in politics, that we consider mentoring others, providing internship for others to learn from us, and that we can pass on the baton. Part of the success of leadership is to be able to arrange a succession plan. Do not sit in an office, do not occupy a position as though you are going to be there forever. It is important for all of us who have the privilege to serve that one day we will not be able to serve in the positions that we have, and you will be the better, you will be the richer if you can mentor others into those positions, if we can create a mechanism for others to learn from us, so that continuously as a country, as a leadership, we are getting better. We can only become better, we can only get better as a nation if we learn from those who've been, so that we can improve those who will be. The question that keeps coming is, when somebody gets to 60, they begin to say, oh, you know, I have not arranged a succession plan. I need another 2 years extension so that I can do this and I can do the other. I mean, if you have reached retirement age and you have not done what you should have done, it cannot be an excuse. You just need to pack your small bags, move on, so that the others can also move up. It is our policy decision that we respect our elders, and those who have served and have reached retirement age should not be bothered for a day longer with any other responsibility, but to give way to those who are graduating into those positions. Our strategy to transform the public service is centered on performance management and productivity. The ultimate measure of performance in public service is citizen satisfaction. Accordingly, the government of Kenya will introduce a robust and integrated performance management architecture, and it will provide standardized tools for measuring service delivery across the public service, including state corporations and public universities. This will cut across both levels of government, at the national and the county level. A review of the performance management framework in public service has revealed a number of constraints: misaligned institutional arrangements, inadequate policy, and to some extent, legislative and technical capacity limitations. Addressing these challenges requires a coordinated effort through a whole-of-government approach. Subsequently, the Prime Cabinet Secretary's office will work closely with the public service and the ministry concerned to bring together key agencies in government with a view to revamping, reinstitutionalizing, and driving a citizen-centric performance management system. The new strategy will seek to entrench a renewed public service performance culture. It will also seek to promote innovation and, crucially, secure the services of the best minds in our country by rewarding public servants who serve with distinction. We will also revitalize the Public Service Week and the Public Service Excellence Award, among other initiatives. Allow me to turn to my favorite part of this audience, the young people gathered here today. And we have two groups: the 3,902 interns joining the public service as the fifth cohort, the public service internship program, and the first cohort of the Public Service Emerging Leaders Fellowship. These two programs are undeniable success stories and underscore the government's commitment to strengthen and nurture strong leadership within the public service. And let me put this in context. We figured out this whole program of internship before the elections in 2017. And it was our intention to have a whole of government, a whole of country program where graduates from our institutions of higher learning can have at least 1 year transition as interns in their areas of expertise in the various areas. Unfortunately, we were not able to implement it the way I had thought about it. But I am happy that at least we started. And what is required now is for us to configure this, institutionalize it in policy and in law. And I'm happy that the Attorney General is here, so that you can work with the ministry concerned and work with the public service so that we can institutionalize internship as a program of transition for young people coming out of college, for them to acquire at least some level of understanding of what they learned in class and practice it at least in our institutions, whether they are public or private. I want to announce that the first step, and that's why I agree with you, Mr. Chairman, is that we have today 3,900 interns. The next intake, next year, I will suggest that we start with 20,000 next intake. Because I am told those who applied were 31,000 and only 3,900 got an opportunity. And I think more young people should be afforded an opportunity to be an intern. I will be proposing that we work with the private sector so that private sector companies, industry can work with us on this internship program. And we are going to provide tax incentives for industries and private sector companies that will partner with us to afford an internship opportunity for the many young people graduating from our institution of higher learning, so that we can not only provide a transition for them, but we can also give them an opportunity to practice what they have learned in class, and for them to have a feel of what working in these offices looks like, so that we can, of course, take it through the usual process of public participation, so that also Kenyans can bring their ideas on what we need to do for our young people as they graduate from our institutions of higher learning. I am pleased to witness the enthusiasm of our young people working in the public service. I welcome you and ask you to bring your energy, your resilience. Please come with your ideas and creativity and innovation, because public service deserves the best. Karibuni sana. As you join the public service, you must do so to add value, to bring something new to the ecosystem where you will be working from. We expect ideas, we expect excellence, and we expect innovation and creativity. I want to congratulate the 51 fellows in the Emerging Leadership Fellowship Program. I understand you are now at the tail end of your training, which focused on public leadership development and inculcation of public service ethos. I am confident that you have adequately benefited from the many professional development opportunities that the program has offered you. We have high expectations of you, and we expect you to take up and deliver exceptional results in leadership capabilities across the public service. We expect this because we are confident you now understand the immense value of good leadership and strong values to any organization and to any society. When you return to your various departments, share the knowledge you have acquired with your colleagues and mentor others to be like you or even better. I challenge you to set a new leadership example and standard in government. I urge you to be agents of real change and, above all, to keep the fire of service burning within you and in the organizations that you represent. There is no better place to practice your leadership skills than in the Kenyan public service. As the Commission begins the recruitment of the next cohort of fellows, I reiterate my personal support to this initiative, and let us build more leaders. Let us have a public service full of leaders, and we shall see an incredible difference as a nation. I wish to extend my gratitude to our partners, emerging public leaders of the United States, and our very own Emerging Leaders Foundation for their financial support that enabled us to run this program. And as I said, I am looking forward beyond APSA, and we must be grateful to APSA. Thank you very much for being our partners. Beyond APSA, I am expecting all our banks, all our private sector players, people in industry, people in business. Even if you run a business of 20, 30 people, take one intern, take two interns. What we are going to do is to make sure that if you become our partners and take an intern into your mentorship and into internship in your organization, we are going to allow you some tax rebates so that we can do this together and provide opportunities for the thousands of young people who are looking for an opportunity to display their talents, their knowledge, their expertise, and also use their energy to drive our development. I am delighted to commission the graduate interns joining the public service under the internship program. All of you here today were professionally recruited by the public service among 31,000 applicants. I must say, to make it to 3,900 from 31,000, you deserve some congratulations. Pongezi. I am also informed that representations are from every ward in Kenya. It couldn't be better. This means that all of you, the 3,900, are special. All of you have something that can help us move the country forward. I am very confident about that. And I want to commend the Commission for ensuring that the interns reflect the face of Kenya by distributing all the available slots and ensuring also that persons living with disability and all genders are adequately represented. Now, in its fifth cycle, the internship program has benefited more than 16,500 young graduates and continue to grow in popularity and reach. The program has injected vigor and energy into the public service through the creativity and ingenuity of youthful graduate interns. The length and breadth of Kenya has felt the impact of this program. The public service needs you and all of us. We have hopes in you. After your internship, you will be interested, hopefully, in a career in the public service. At the individual level, the internship program gives you an opportunity to gain work experience, develop interpersonal skills, build self-confidence, and enhance your chances of employment. The government will continue to support the growth of the program, and as I have said, the next intake will be 20,000 interns, and I look forward to working not just with all the parastatals, but all in the spectrum of both public and private. I hope private companies, good people in the private sector will take up this opportunity to work with us to provide internship to these young people of Kenya. Much as we would wish to absorb all of you after the internship, we acknowledge that the government does not have enough openings for all of you. However, the government will continue to implement policies that promote investment and job creation by the private sector. However, I am happy also and pleased to note that the public service has plans to develop a framework for partnership with private sector organizations in this program so that we can bring all the assets that we have, both public and private, to support this exercise. We will also anchor the program in law to ensure its institutionalization and sustainability by amending the Public Service Commission Act, and accordingly, the Attorney General will liaise with the Commission and Parliament to expedite appropriate legislative amendments of the laws to provide for this program going into the future. Allow me to make a few remarks about the 2021-2022 report on status of compliance of values and principles in Articles 10 and 232 of the Constitution that the Commission has presented to me this morning. I note that the survey covered 477 public institutions out of 525, representing a response rate of 91%. The head of public service is directed to write to those who did not respond to explain to us which government they serve. While this is an improvement from the previous year, anything short of 100% response is not only unacceptable, it is not right. Going forward, the government of Kenya will demand answers from public institutions that do not participate in this evaluation that is anchored in law and in the Constitution. It is worth noting that the overall compliance level improved from the previous financial year, indicating that public institutions have progressively aligned with the national values and principles of governance outlined under Article 10 of the Constitution and values and principles of public service under Article 232 of our Constitution. I want to assure you that the government will fully implement the recommendations of this report. We will ensure that the public service reflects the face of Kenya's diverse communities and affords adequate and equal opportunities for appointment of women, men, members of all communities, and persons living with disability. The recommendations to migrate public service to online platforms to ensure compliance with values and principles of governance is in perfect synchrony with our plan to digitize government services. So far, 5,700 government services have been digitized, and we are well on course, ensuring that by June this year, between 90% and 100% of all government services will be online, so that the public service can be much more efficient and much more effective in delivering services to the people of Kenya, even as we use the digital platform to eliminate corruption, to eliminate pilferage, to eliminate wastage, and to make government services not just efficiently delivered, but also to make it easy for citizens to interact and work with their government. The recommendations will be, as I have said, completed, and this exercise will be done by June to allow Kenyans to access services without unnecessary bureaucracy. The digital transformation era that we live in demands smart solutions. Now more than ever, we need our smartest and most innovative men and women to drive public service, secure our country, grow our economy, and promote social inclusion. The government will therefore continue to invest in the development of skills to support transformation into a truly digital economy. It is now my pleasure to declare the 5th cohort of the Public Service Internship Program and the 2021-22 report on status of compliance with values and principles of Article 10 and Article 232 of the Constitution by the Public Service officially launched. Asanteni sana. Thank you very much. God bless you. Na asante sana, congratulations Chairman and all the commissioners, and we look forward to working with you, and I think all is well. Na wangwana wale interns, congratulations for being part of this program. I look forward to working with you, and I look forward to us moving the country forward together. Asanteni sana. God bless.
Hebu tumpongeze rais mara nyingine kwa makofi. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. And Your Excellency, sir, as the cohorts are now being flagged off to serve and another cohort being welcomed to the program, it is also the official launch of the report on the status of compliance with the values and principle. And if, with your permission, Your Excellency, if I may just kindly request that you come and press the button so that we now officially have the launch done right here. It's here on stage. So, ladies and gentlemen, we now have the official launch of the report of the status of compliance. There we go. Tupige makofi tafadhali. Would also like the report to be presented to His Excellency officially, so I would like to request those who are giving the report to His Excellency, presenting the report to His Excellency, to do so, and that's the chair. This is the official presentation of the report to His Excellency, which we can give a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have the report on the status of compliance with values and principles, courtesy of the there you go. So we also have the commissioners, kindly if you can just come on stage for one photo opportunity before we wind up with the national anthem. So if we have the commissioners, kindly you can come for one photo opportunity. Then after that we shall finish off with the national anthem.